There's a new trailer out for a Disney Plus documentary called Music by John Williams. I had a half a second hesitation thinking maybe we shouldn't cover it on an all Star Wars lore channel, but we absolutely have to. Star Wars, while it's a great movie, great visuals, groundbreaking special effects, groundbreaking motion capture technology, George Lucas revolutionized the film industry. Yes, absolutely. The Industrial Light and Magic documentary on Disney Plus is also fantastic, which I'll probably end up covering episode by episode, even though it's been out for a while. It's that good, it's worth revisiting. I don't think Star Wars would have hit as big as it did without the orchestral soundtrack by John Williams. And I'm saying that with full confidence, with no dig to George Lucas or anyone else involved. The music is that good, it's that iconic. If you look at a lot of other sci-fi space fantasy projects of the day in the late 70s, the ones that came before it, even things like Flash Gordon that it was heavily influenced by, the music just wasn't there. It was more a sign of the era it was made in than something that will stand the test of time. These orchestral scores were good then, they're good now, they're going to be good for your children, for their children. It's absolutely worth paying the respects to John Williams. Not to mention, if you're anything like me, and I'm guessing if you like Star Wars enough to be watching a Star Wars lore channel, you are, John Williams didn't just influence Star Wars, he probably influenced a lot of your movie-loving life. Steven Spielberg, of course, narrating the trailer. These big names in movies have to be involved in this documentary. I hope we get to see George Lucas show up. I don't see how they can do it without him.
You'll recognize the absolute brilliance of John Williams.
The minute John raises his baton and plays
the
first theme, you just go, oh
it should be
God.
Lucas talking about playing the first theme, not Kathleen Kennedy, who is not loved by the Star Wars community, putting it lightly. There we go, thank you.
Star Wars without Johnny Williams' music. People say, how do you do so much work? I was filled with the love of music. And
someone who truly loves his craft, who's doing it for a lifetime, it is not about a paycheck.
For my movie, I start to see my movie in his way.
That swelling Star Wars theme, I mean, I had to have heard it a million times, those intro notes, and it still hits.
What is that? What are you going to do?
He's somebody who learned his skills painstakingly. I think people should see somebody who has worked alone in a room for 60 plus years. There's a lot of sacrifices, and I think that...
I'm sorry, I know I should be commenting and reacting more, but you get lost in the music. The Jurassic Park theme, he did a few notes from Jaws, like it's all there.
Gives us energy.
The fact that the same man wrote music for Star Wars,
the Olympics,
Poseidon Adventure, and Earthquake, he always finds a way to tap into the essence of what makes it moving.
Jurassic Park's another one. I don't know if it would have worked with a lesser score.
The main reason I think it's important to celebrate him is just to say thank you for that amount of joy.
He's always in a process of discovery.
He finds a whole new way of telling the story musically each time.
Just these quick glimpses, you forget how much work this man has done, how many movies he's touched, and how many movies he's elevated.
Music is enough for a lifetime, but a lifetime is not enough for music.
Original documentary film. I'm glad it's a film and not a series. It's streaming November 1st. We're going to be back to talk about it. Absolutely. There's no way I couldn't get into this trailer. Just hearing those notes again makes me want to go through and watch every movie he's had a part in. Watching that trailer, there was glimpses that I didn't remember he did the score for Lincoln. I remember Daniel Day-Lewis's incredible performance, but I didn't remember that John Williams did the score. He's done so much. He did so much that as the awkward 13, 14-year-old kid I was, who was trying to maybe hide my obsession to Star Wars a little bit. I was just getting into punk music, trying to find my place. I was a weird lost kid. Went with my aunt and my younger cousins to Boston to watch the Boston Pops, whatever their orchestra was, play the music of John Williams in a park. 7 hours round trip in a van on 1 day's notice. We had to do it. I still remember it vividly, and I am not someone who's likely to go and see the orchestra if it's not the music of John Williams, or specifically the music of Star Wars. So this is an absolute must. Let me know what your thoughts on it are. Let me know if there's someone out there who loves Star Wars so much and just doesn't care about the music. I feel like it's almost a challenge putting it out there because it just seems impossible to me, but man, I'm excited for this one.